Another blotch of blight. Too close to the Mage's tower.
Knight Baldwin, one of the heroes of King Maximus's age, will give battle to the infection. He was able to protect Marcella from the rebels. The very brilliance of his armor inspires hope in human warriors. His army is waiting for you.
Hey, sister. Can you hear me? Blink once. Magic. There might be some clue here if I search for it. A shiny, expensive trinket. It must belong to a mage. Apparently, Corancis is a mage from the tower. I should track him down.
Did you see that? It nearly killed me. What if I hadn't gotten the shield up in time? Look at that. It's shut down. I'd been hoping it would drive away the hacker, but...
Excuse me, I really need to get to the Mage's Tower. Is there a way past your shield at the entrance?
Sorry, no can do. I set up that shield for a reason. To contain the enraged golems and the hacker. I was updating the control logoi when a hacking attempt was initiated. I was barely able to materialize the log scroll. See these red lines of code? That's where the hacker intervened. He tried to copy my work and seize control.
Seize control? I don't understand how that's possible.
Same here. Whoever did this was really intelligent. If one of the golems hadn't rushed at me, I'd have caught the sneak. He's hiding somewhere. I'll send a search rune. Maybe you'll manage to capture him. You need to get to the tower anyway, don't you? You could just fight your way past the golems, but I'm sure the search would be quicker. He escaped! I didn't even have the time to set up a magic barrier. The hacker was already gone.
Yes, you'd better be careful. Your job's at risk.
Yes, but I'm trying to figure out where he went. Most likely he jumped into another dimension. But why didn't he come back then? What happened to him there? What if he perished?
Dear Aurelie, but he was a criminal.
Bludgeon? The bandit leader? What's going on? I must let Kaythorn know immediately.
You'd better open up your heart to one of the senior mages. And you can tell them about the hacking.
Yes, probably. Maybe Kaythorn will spare me a minute.
Are you a first year or what?
Well, eager to boost your power, enhance your self-esteem and efficiency, reach new heights? Magic has everything you need.
I'm not sure I need anything from your list. That's not what I need. I'm searching for a mage by the name of Carances.
Ah, I see. His house is to the left of the tower, overlooking the main square.
Thank you.
Oops.
Well then, Rosens. Well, Rosens, you lost the bet. You may commence taking notes for me. There's a certain formula for replacing lost limbs that requires a staggering amount of research.
Listen, Syl, my magical senses have served me well many times. Give me another chance.
You give me something serious, then you'll win. Something that I can see plain proof of.
Okay. You're going to receive a score of average in alchemy, Silveros.
What?
I just sensed our favorite graybeard in the laboratory. He was marking your grade on the sheet with a ridiculously long quill.
Average for me? That's a lie. And a laughable one at that. Your special sense is good for nothing.
I felt it, Silveros. It is right. You will soon see I am a real mage. And a seer. Damn Ulagi possessed me just now. I sensed nothing at all about our alchemy teacher. How am I going to get out of this? Silveros and I are friends, sure, but to slave away in the library in his place? I won't get a wink of sleep this year. I see you standing there, listening. Are you interested in magic?
Quite possibly.
Listen then, I have an artifact, a magical quill which can reproduce any handwriting. You use the nib to write, and the feather to erase.
I don't understand if this is magic or simply another tall tale.
Try it yourself. Take this quill, go to the laboratory and write average next to the name Silveros on Sequester's grade sheet. It is crucial that you picture yourself writing in Sequester's hand. You have my word, it will be exactly the same. Even the mentors won't spot it.
Now that is surely a lie, Master Disciple. You just want to use me.
Sequester will suspect me right away, but he wouldn't think of you. The quill is hidden in the yard, under the bench.
Oops.
Please, Albert, do not utter that name.
But what if someone else is searching for him too? Perhaps they could aid us. So what do you need?
I know that you met a mage named Palatinus the night before the disaster at the Mage Factory. What do you say to that?
Oh no. Ursula!
Calm your britches, Albert. I will tell them everything. Palatinus is a famous alchemist, a genius, in fact. We ordered a rejuvenating potion from him for Albert's mother, and paid a good price for it. But when we came to collect the potion, Palatinus had fled, leaving us empty-handed. That was about the same time the panic started. The hubbub, the shouting. We only escaped by the seams of our stockings.
So you're looking for Palatinus too. Do you have any leads?
He was seen in the vicinity of the tower several times. It is rumored he's completely lost his mind, overwhelmed by illusions and arcane fixations. I must admit, we've given up any hope of getting our money back. Palatinus is both insane and dangerous. It would be better if someone else found the wizard and took care of him without our help. Someone who would be a match for him.
Guess
Guess what I saw in the refectory after supper yesterday?
Roast beef?
A polar bear! A live one!
Oh, stop with your leg pulling.
It really was a polar bear, honest.
Did the Meister send you? I didn't take that scroll from the library, and I don't know who did.
There's something else I'd like to discuss.
Oh, well, whatever happened, I swear it wasn't me.
Please listen to me, will you? There's something I need to know about Brand. I hear he's an acquaintance of yours.
Brand? Now that's unexpected. I haven't heard anything about him for 3 years. Not since he left his grandpa's house. What happened to him?
It's a long and sordid tale. Brand joined a bandit gang, fell in love with a nice young woman, and decided to bring his career of plundering to an end. However, his bride was kidnapped by the bandit chief. I rescued Marlena myself, and though she was hurt by Brand's abject cowardice, she nevertheless wants him to propose. Is there a way to make him braver?
An interesting problem, but not my specialty. Now, Nikas, on the other hand...
What did you say? Nikas?
Yes, Nikas. Brand's grandfather. He's quite an accomplished researcher in the field. It's too bad he doesn't take on apprentices.
What does that mean?
I implore you. No, I demand of you. Capture that darned spirit. Castle Arden is my ancestral home. But I can't allow to tear it down.
My dearest Lady Gisela, please be patient. I already sent several disciples to resolve this issue.
Wait, I know you. I recognize you from the Universal Assembly. Anyone would remember your face.
You're very kind, milady. I'm sorry I must ask, but who are you?
I am Baroness Gisela Wilmore Durden. What luck running into you.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Baroness. What makes you so glad to see me?
I wanted to visit my ancestral home, Castle Arden, relive childhood memories, maybe even repair the structure. But an enraged rogue spirit has taken root there. And while these mages are refusing to help me, the creature is wrecking my family's castle.
My lady, your words wound me. My disciples are doing their utmost to help you, even as we speak.
But Archmage Cathorn claims you'd need an army to capture this, as he calls it, air elemental. According to the Archmage, the elemental escaped from the Mage Factory. Since he also claims the Mage Factory is suffering the plague, I and everyone else in Nostria would appreciate it if you assisted these students of the much-esteemed sequester in capturing that darned spirit.
The Mage Factory. I'd like to meet this spirit.
How may I be of assistance?
Have students ever falsified someone else's grade? As a prank?
Could you be more specific, please?
You won't harm him, will you? Rosens gave me a magic quill. He asked that I use it to tamper with the alchemy grades.
Outrageous! These are future alchemists. The purity of their minds has a direct influence on the mixtures. I cannot let this pass without consequences. Give me the quill. We've no one to spare. All the mages are committed at the quarantine outpost. All our mana is being spent there. Why can't that woman understand we're struggling as it is?
Castle Arden is my ancestral home. It's not in the best condition.
I can't speak right now. I can barely move, see? There's so much to do.
I found Yvonne in the woods, bound in place by a spell.
Ah, Yvonne. It's totally harmless. She won't even age while she's frozen there. Her beauty awaits me.
What do you mean? Or perhaps I don't really want to know.
I was frightened. I worried that she'd leave me if she was free to.
Your fears do not concern me. Tell me how to lift the curse.
Just stand before her and speak the word care aloud. She'll become animate again at once. Listen, life has been hard on me of late. Perhaps I shouldn't have done it, but I feel as though I'm barely alive right now. We were casting the spell for several days straight, pouring mana all over the quarantine dome over Monpatri. Please, I want to apologize. Bring this unwilting bouquet to Yvonne. I enchanted it for her. Will you do this for me?
I can tell you're suffering because of the Mage Factory, and yet it doesn't change the awfulness of what you did.
You... Oh, well...
The Rector's birthday is the most important event of the semester.
Have you heard anything about someone named Xandor?
Of course I know Xander. He's the most irresponsible royal mage to ever live. Hard to forget a man like that. The scoundrel took 3 of my books to check for references, and I've neither seen nor heard from him since. It's been more than a week. He's scampering all over the country with my priceless tomes in tow. I keep tracking his movements, but he always manages to slip away.
Do you know where to find Xandor?
Not Xander precisely, but the books. Have you not heard of library markings? Ah, never mind. You'll see everything in a moment. Ecce liberos. Can you feel them now?
Have yourself a good...
Perhaps the culprit came in through the window instead of picking the lock, and made off with his ill-gotten loot that way.
That's just the point. It's impossible. The windows were latched from inside.
The thief must have used magic then. I can't help you with that.
Yeah, and who can? Those cups cost a fortune.
The tower spirits can. They only obey magisters. You'll want an appointment with Meister.
Thievery? Nonsense. It was a magic experiment. Any mage worth his wand could see that.
Why so anxious? Are you behind the disappearance of the silver cups?
You could say that, but the reality is much more complicated. I don't think an outsider like you can appreciate the essence of my research. I'll try and explain the basics. Surely you're familiar with Cathon's treatise on the nature of things? I'd be surprised if you weren't. My experiment was intended to discover whether one's logoi can affect the concept of a silver cup. And it succeeded.
I don't claim to understand any of that, but I'm pretty sure you'll be arrested for theft.
I admit I do feel a little bit guilty for depriving someone of their valuable possessions. Awkward indeed. It shouldn't be difficult to reverse the spell and have the cups rematerialize from the concept. All I need is the right ingredients. Do you happen to have some mana-infused water, a silver bracelet, and a crystal orb on you? I could go gather them myself, but I'm a little wary of venturing out right now.
No, I don't have anything of the kind. I'm sure I can find them, though.